Ahmed.
Many people visit Luxor to see the Valley of the Kings, but the city is also home to the impressive temples of Karnak and Luxor. Sun all the year round, friendly, hospitable people. Over 4,000 years of history make Luxor a very special place to stay, with so much to see and do. Formerly known as Thebes in pharaonic times, the area has 1/6 of the world's ancient heritage. It's almost like an open air museum and boasts the largest temple on earth at Karnak. The mighty river Nile separates the city into two halves. East bank, the land of the livings, where the temple of Luxor and Karnak as well as the mummification museums are, and the west bank, the land of the deads, where the Valley of the Kings, queens, workers, nobles, as well as the mortuary temples of Ramses II and III are. River Nile cruises are one of the best ways to see Egypt and the relics of its ancient past. Cruising will give you time to relax and take in the scenery of the Nile's valley while enjoying daily tours from your Nile cruise to some of the most impressive ancient Egyptian temples. Main attraction in Luxor is the hot air balloon offering rides over incredible scenery, the ancient sites, the local villages, the unroofed buildings, the mosques, the vaulted Coptic churches, the mighty Nile, the farmhouse, and the vast desert, all touched by a beautifully colored sunrise. It was incredible to see the patchwork blanket of local farmlands, stacked houses, and friendly people waving at you below. Near to the Valley of the Kings was a great articular structure built into the side of the mountain. As we looked down on the mortuary temple of the Queen Hatshepsut beneath the cliffs of Deir al-Bahari, we could see the three-story structure that had a large ramp leading to the top level of the temple. This temple is dedicated to the sun god Amun-Ra and is one of the first temples that the sun hits as it rises. Next to this temple are large ruins of Amenhotep, its temple. These temples are considered some of the most incomparable monuments of ancient Egypt. We floated over an area where hundreds of houses once stood. The ruins of them still littered across the land. We got a subtle glimpse of the ancient village of the workers, one of the most overlooked sites on the West Bank. Some balloons did not make it over all the ancient landmarks. A few even looked like they just took a Nile River cruise. I know you can't control, but our pilot controlled our balloon perfectly for us to be placed right over every landmark. This made for some great photographs and magical experience. So it is with our Valley of the Kings balloon flight. We glided across the western Theban necropolis, which has yielded 2/3 of the ancient world's antiquities, and it is believed still hides immense treasure. Luxor is one of Egypt's most precious inheritances, where it comes to Egyptian ancient civilization. With a vast number of incredible ancient monuments, one of Luxor's great temples is the Karnak Temple. The Karnak Temple complex consists of a number of temples, chapels, and other buildings in the form of a village, and is for that reason the name Karnak was given to this complex. As in Arabic, Karnak means fortified village. The Karnak temple is located in Karnak in Luxor Governorate in the south of Egypt on the east side of the Nile River bank. Amun was the Egyptian god of the sun and air, regarded as one of the most important gods. Amun is the ancient Egyptian civilization during the beginning of the rise of the new kingdom from 1570 to 1069 BC. Mut was the goddess worshipped by the ancient Egyptians. The meaning of her name is mother, and therefore she was known as the mother goddess. For some, she was known as the mother of everything in the world, and for others, they recognized her as the mother of the moon, Khonshu. The meaning of his name is traveler. In addition to its religious significance, it was also served as a treasury, administrative center, and palace for the New Kingdom pharaohs. It is to this day considered as the largest temple complex ever constructed anywhere in the world. It developed over a period of 1500 years, added to by generation after generation of pharaohs, and resulting in a collection of temples, sanctuaries, pylons, and other decorations that is unparalleled throughout Egypt. It rose to prominence during the New Kingdom and during the reign of famous pharaohs such as Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, Seti I, and Ramses II. All contributed by way of significant additions to the complex. Construction continued into the Greco-Roman period with the Ptolemies, Romans, and early Christians all leaving their mark there. Karnak is an open-air museum. It is considered to be the largest religious building or site in the world. The 54,000 square feet great hypostyle hall in the Karnak temple is large enough to fit the Cathedral of Notre Dame comfortably. Over 80,000 servants and slaves were assigned the task of serving Amun-Ra in Karnak, showing his power and importance during that time. 5,000 statues were erected in his honor. Cairo has long been a center of the region's political and cultural life and is titled the City of a Thousand Minarets for its preponderance of Islamic architecture. Cairo's historic center was awarded World Heritage Site status in 1979. Cairo is considered a world city. Where Cairo has loud and distractingly busy, overwhelmed by locals and a tourist population that engulfed the primary attractions, Luxor welcomed us with empty streets and quiet. Many people visit Luxor to see the Valley of the Kings, as we certainly did, but the city is home to the most famous temple of Karnak, which is an open-air museum indeed.